Hello all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Lisa Pittman. Today we're talking about the exercise in the Save the Cat Writes a Novel. The exercise is steps, is my hero story worthy? This is what you have to ask yourself. Is your hero story worthy? Number one, I got a few things listed. Been taking notes and playing around with my webcam all morning. These are the notes that I took, show and tell what I've been working on all morning. You all see that? It's show and tell on my notes. Right now I have my camera down here instead of at the top up here because some reason it's not wanting to work right. It wants to keep falling. It's not accidentally actually clipping on my screen. So number one is, who is the hero of your story? You have to figure out who the hero is. What is their big problem or flaw? If they have more than one, remember, flaws start eternally from that metaphorical, the shard of glass, and then manifest into external problems in your hero's life. So as a writer, and the ones that's actually still starting out or just trying to create a story, you have to figure out the personalities, the flaws, the drama in your characters. And number three, how is the problem or flaw affecting your hero's life, their world? What's going on in their world around them? You have to describe that about that character. That is, if you are using a hero for your character. A lot of people don't have heroes. A lot of people just make them up, and then they write about them as they go along. You want to make sure it makes sense for your story in order to come together as a novel or just an ordinary book. Good morning, David. How you doing today? And number four is, what is causing this problem? What is their flaw? What's going on? What's causing the flaws within them? You have to figure that out as a writer. What is the shard of the glass? What's the biggest issue to that? Number five, at the start of a novel, what does your hero want? What are they looking for? What do they want? What is their goal? What do they think will what would they think that will fix their life, make their life become better? These are things you have to know when you're outlining your characters, or you're playing around with them. You're trying to figure out what each one is actually going through with the character. Number six, how is your hero been actively pursuing this goal? Are they actually pursuing their goal? Are they pursuing the goals, their dreams that they're trying to achieve? And seven, why haven't they achieved this goal yet? You have to figure out under that character you're writing about and figuring out why they haven't achieved it. Once you get that nailed down, then you can answer the ones to maybe number 6 or 8. What does your hero actually need? What is their life lesson? What is their life lesson at that? What will really fix their life? These are things, there are like 8 of them. These are things you have to figure out on how to outline and character your story. If you don't know these things, you're going to be all over the place. It's going to make your readers confused. They're not going to be interested in your book. They're going to go look for someone else, another author. Say if you actually got it published, and or you had someone that's actually experienced authors, they looked over it. They're seeing this character Sam, this character Bob, and there's nothing about him. They're confused. Well, what is what is he about? What color is his eyes? What's his height? That kind of thing. You got to tell a little more about each character that you're writing about. And basically, that's what this brand is. I've been doing notes all morning, trying to put together. And it's also helping me with my rough draft, because if I don't have all the outlining and my characters outlined right, I'm going to be all over the place. I'm going to confuse my readers. So if that helps you understand that. And I'm still working on that. I've not, long ways to go with it. It's a lot of polishing up, undoing, correcting, redoing. And that's just with any writer. You're going to constantly see things or flaws you didn't see before. So you have to go back and correct those things. And that's basically what this is. It's who is your hero? And then you're listing their flaws, things that's good about them, the things that's not so good, what troubles they have, what their family's about. Did they grow up in a good family home? Did they have sisters or brothers? Did they get along with their brothers and sisters? It's things like that you got to list into your characters. So I don't know how this video is going to do, but it's something different. It's still relating into Save the Cat Writes a Novel, because that's where I'm at right now, trying to work on my characters, basically. So that's that. Yeah, like your songs are. If you don't know so much about your songs and what you're writing about in your songs, people's going to be confused with you writing music. It's the same way. It's just not necessary. You got people out there that just write stories, but they're not going any further with their dream with it. They just write. Then you got some that's actually new, then become an author the first time. And they went through all these steps. They realized they had to find the character's flaws and what their drama is and things like that. But it's challenging. It's very hard. Being a writer is very hard. And I probably then threw away, just on another sheet of paper, me trying to outline my characters. I probably then tore out 10 pages and balled them up and threw it away. Because, it gets frustrating. But as long as you keep narrating it down, you figure out what your character is going to be about. It's your characters alone, no one else's. It's your story. You will eventually get to the basis of it. And once you narrate that down, your characters and what they're about is going to fall in place. And a lot of writers get confused on that. A lot of writers, they get stuck on that. How you been doing today, David? Been having a good morning? Well, it's actually lunchtime, my end. Probably lunchtime you're in. What you been up to? Hello, Wayne. How's it going? I'm doing okay. Still trying to work with my camera. Had a little problem this morning. You say you can sit it anywhere on your screen, but it kind of wants to slide, so I kind of get it sitting down at the moment viewing. But it's like when I'm looking up, I'm so used to looking up at my screen, it's like I'm looking and talking to somebody else, but really, still trying to get the hang of this camera. It wasn't that hard after all. I'm glad you're doing okay. So y'all had a smooth day so far. I'm sure y'all had a great weekend too that's passed. But these are just a few 8 tips and notes that I took basically on how to figure out who your hero is, if you're using a hero for your character of your story, and finding out their flaws, what works for them, what doesn't work for them. That's basically what these are. And these are notes I've been working on for probably over an hour and a half or so. So that's just a start of it. There's several more notes that I have to do and get outlined, but this is just the starting point. So now I'm trying to figure out, which I tried to do, I think I did one upload video, but it didn't work. My connection was that screwy this morning. So I'm going to try some more eventually. I figured since it wasn't working right, I'll just take a shot and go live again. I then went live twice and deleted the videos out because there was no interaction. If there's no interaction, I'm not going to go on, like I said, and just be talking to myself. I do that when I do my own recordings and I upload them sometimes. So I'm glad. That is awesome. You know how you see other people that does uploads on their videos? I know it's kind of off a little bit on this, but I've actually done went over this, and you probably missed some of it. Wayne, you probably come in at the tail end of what I was viewing and discussing, but you can always go back to it later, is when you upload videos. Like, for example, Megan LaCory, she's one of my greatest mentors. Her and Kim Chance, y'all heard me talk about them. They're both writers, vloggers, except the only difference is I don't think Megan actually ever wrote a book and become an author. She just does a lot of writing. She does book reviews. She talks about, books she's done read for this year, other books she started on, and she talks about all kind of things, the struggles she's went through in her writing process and just different things. But yet, when her video is uploading, and I figured out all these women are doing uploads, they're not always going live stream. They're doing it live and just uploading it. Well, it shows on her video, like when she comes on the thumbnail, it shows books because she likes books. It shows a picture of her, and it shows the title of her brand, like her thumbnail. And she just uploads it. I guess she's got that camera where she puts it all in one content. Well, you can't still do that with this kind of camera, or just with a regular mobile phone, which I haven't figured that out yet. So I'm trying to figure out how to do that. How to put where it's showing me, say, 1,000 word count. That's my goal today. I need to write more and get it to 1,000, maybe a little over word count just within writings. And it didn't work right. It didn't pull up. It started showing. It showed a part of my computer, but wasn't showing what I was doing. And I want to do that when I upload my videos. Okay, duct tape. Because I thought, where it folds, I thought it was supposed to like lock in when you put the camera up. So that's just what I have to do next time. I'll just use duct tape. Good idea. But when you get your foot in the door, you figure out where you're going, you will be all right. That's true. I know what the idea is. I'm a writer. I'm here to try to help people with certain term words as a writer. How to stay organized. You have to keep notes. You got to keep your goals. If you don't have all that, you're all over the place. Like I said in many of my videos, I'm all about note taking, show and tell. See all these notes? It's and took up like a half or 2 pages just as from this morning. It's all notes that I've done. A few more notes I can flip over. This is the journal that I use when I do my note taking, or if I'm a certain word I don't know, I jot it down. These are all the notes just from this morning, trying to come up with a specific brand and a topic where people don't get bored about. That's what this is. And it's not easy, and I'm trying to organize it in a certain place, just all jumbled together. I try to break them down because some people get confused. If you don't break certain sections down, they're not going to know what you're talking about. And like I say, I believe as a writer that every hero has their own one true plot. It's meant only for them. I believe that. Everyone has different heroes. Everyone don't have the same character. Their story is not the same. Their titles are always different. Things like that. And a lot of people use the example of Harry Potter. When he started out as a confident, powerful wizard, imagine if the Dursleys had been nice, adopted parents who took Harry Potter in. They took him under their wing and they nourished him to be a magical soul. Say you can write something about him, say, for example. What was his parents like? Were they mean? Did they not have anything to do with him? That's just an example. I mean, he's rolling. He's got several series, and a lot of people, young teens, young people are into that. But I could never click with no Harry Potter. I couldn't click with it. It was just too far out there for me. Exactly. You don't take notes, you ain't gonna remember what you're doing. You're gonna be like, I knew this title. I know what I was about to say. I was gonna put it in my description, but I didn't write it down, so my description is not gonna make sense with my brand. So I have to constantly take notes. You're right. And then my steps, the exercise notes, I took them. That's what this video is about. There was 8 of them. Who is the hero of your story? What is their big problem? What are their flaws? If they have more than one, remember, flaws start internally from that, and then some can be external. Problems in your hero's life. They want to know about all that. They don't want to hear about there's something always good with your character. They want to see some action into it. I'm learning that from another story that I started on and haven't completed. I kind of got mixed up with some of the setting on them, so I'm working on that. And how has your hero been actively? How are they pursuing their goal, or are they pursuing their goals? Some are lazy. You got a character who's lazy, don't care about nothing. You got other characters you're using. Oh, they're standing firm. They're going all the way with their goals. Why haven't they achieved their goal yet? This is something you got to answer. Do they have some kind of roadblock that's preventing them to go on from furthering their goals? That's something like that you can list as well. These are things that I've learned by taking notes. And it's really, I've come a long way as far as being organized, but still trying to get that niche, get that certain brand that's a popper out there that's going to pop people's eyes open and make them come on more. But like I said, you all say doing, you can still go live, record your videos, and upload it. I'm going to be working more on that. So that's what I'm trying to figure out through my mobile phone. It's not easy. I want to be able to set it up. But I think I need, which I do have a digital camera. It's an Olympus. I can't remember the model number, everything about it, but it says you can use a regular camcorder, a digital camera to use on that tripod I got. If I can get it up going, because I ain't used it in years and it's still like new. It's old. I've had it back in 2003, but it still works. If I can figure out how to use it, then maybe I can do more of my thumbnails and put more of my contents all at once into that. And then I can upload it, maybe say from there, from my camera. Would that work? So far it's doing good as far as the webcam going on live stream and all, but when I'm trying to get my other brands in, I want to show where I'm writing and load that up. I can't show that while I'm live. It won't let me, I guess, browse it down enough while I'm going live and showing it. So I got to figure out another way to do it. But as far as the camera itself, it works great. Y'all can see me. Am I pretty clear to y'all? Now I'm going to try to sit it back up here. Let's see how it goes now. I've had it actually sitting up here last night and it wasn't taped up or anything. It was a certain way that Donald stuck it up here, my partner's son. And sometimes I can get it to sit just right there, and sometimes it don't want to be steady, but you have to work with it. Practice makes perfect. So I will get it eventually. And maybe, uh-oh, I just dropped it. It just fell. Uh-oh. Hope I didn't break it. I don't think I did. I'll tape it up later, but anyway. Sometimes I can get it to sit right here on the side. It does fine. But I thought it wouldn't work if I covered actually my external camera on here. Okay, I see what I did wrong. I got to get it adjusted, and then I hope I ain't making y'all drunk here. I'm just trying to get it. So there it's more clear, but it's not. Like you said, I got to duct tape it a little bit here. See, I think it's neat. There we go. I got it sitting there. It's kind of crooked, but it's sitting up there now. It just said "Pume" and it fell. So, oh Lord, I hope I didn't break it. But luckily it didn't hit nothing harsh on the floor. But yeah, I also got this journal here I bought a few years ago. And it says hello on here. I'm trying to figure out, because it's got that on here, what some things that I could do as far as like writing a story here. This is a thick journal. And as you see, it's never been used. It's got a lot of places to write, full of pages. And I just got stuck. I'm like, what can I write about in here? I don't want to necessarily just use this one as a journal. You can use it for different things. And I never used it. I have a red one that I used, that I recorded my animals, observing like butterflies and things like that. I observed them. I done recordings on them, different types of butterflies, birds that come around, just stuff on nature. I wrote in that one. It's red. It's solid and it's red. But I've never wrote in this one. I'm trying to figure out some ideas what I could put in here with it saying hello on there. I can't start out my book called Hello. That'd be kind of corny for a title of a book. Come on now. So I'm just trying to think of different ideas on that. Write about a dog and a little girl. I could do that. Write about Biscuit. A dog named Biscuit. The little girl named Biscuit, and I have to think about that because I've used so many different other names that I don't want to reuse the same names. I got to switch it up. That might work. Yeah, that was funny. My camera's just going all over the place. Y'all seeing my weakness and my mistakes live. I don't care. I mean, you got to start somewhere, right? Practice makes perfect, they say. Boy, I guess I need a lot of practice then, don't I? I give myself kick in the teeth sometimes. But like I was taking notes on your growth strategy a while back. And like listing certain questions. What certain contents actually really stick out there. And like I did one on February 25th. Coffee Talk, goals versus aspirations. I did a video on that. Not too many people intervene it, but a lot of people want to know what you're thinking, what you're feeling, what your flaws is as a writer. People want to know your weaknesses. They don't want to just know everybody just to know theirs. They want to know what your pros and cons or good or bad is. How to main characters. The world side. Or your character. You got to overcome your fear. Is one of them. And that's a lot of things that people have trouble overcoming their fear. You get past that fear, then you're on the right track. So I'm getting past the fear. I get frustrated. Y'all can tell it. See the attitude in my voice. I got frustrated as crap Friday, but I got over it. I went ahead and deleted that video from Friday. I done deleted about 10 videos this morning. When they don't work, nobody comes in, I delete them completely out. Start over. Now, I still got my other ones that did pretty good, but as far as had to kill a big old mosquito hawk. Ugh. I don't like them things. Ew. But anyway, what don't work, I just delete them out. Do the best I can do. That's all you can do. Is it fine now? Can y'all see me pretty good? Feel like I look like I'm green, sort of like. I do have color on this thing, don't I? Do I look green to y'all? Or maybe that's just part of the... Let me turn it around this way. About this way. So, there. It looks clear to me, but at a certain point, maybe it's the sunlight through my window. Makes it like it's kind of got like a green tint to it. But, yeah. I've watched a lot of people's videos. I watched Sunny Lanuski, if I said her name right. She was doing a video about how to, it was like key tips on how to keep your uploading videos going or something like that. And she listed like 10 steps on it. But on that video, that was talking about people that's already got their business going. They already found their brand, what their business is going to be about. So that really kind of wasn't for me, but I still went and watched it. I commented on her video. I gave her likes. I told her what I was doing. She told me to leave comments what I need help with. I told her what I was struggling with. I told her I list a few examples of the brands I did, and now I'm just waiting on the comment from me replying to her video. You have to intervene to other people's videos. Well, I've been doing that very regularly. So that's some of the things that I'm trying to still work on. Now, and there was something else that I got stuck on here with. I'm trying to see if I can find it. I know maybe it's back here. Maybe y'all can help me with this. It's like I did a video on imposter syndrome. I did a video on that. Take notes on what to do and not to do. Let's see here. Where'd it go? I know it's in here. There's just so much notes I've took in the past few months. Like your pros and tips, set up a sustainable page. I did some things on that. It is all about competition. Competitors. There's a beginning, a middle, and there's an end. Blah, 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 blah. I done did all that. There is no right or wrong approach within your writing style. It's simply a question of style. How you're writing. Include important elements of it. No, that was when I was doing on children's books, but I ain't quite got there yet either. Yeah, how to write a children's book in 9 easy steps. I did a video on that that was 2 months ago. Nobody come in live on that, and that was a real good video. A real good one. Got a good bit of views, but nobody come in. And it's a waste of time doing that live stream and nobody comes in. You're wasting your time. And they say even if it ain't but 1 or 2, it's at least showing some enhancement, but you want more. You want more people to come in. Because the only way to get more watch time, you got to have more people in and staying on to the end of your video. Oh. Fearless Writer Tag. Done a video on that. Who is your audience? And what do you want to reach with your audience? Blah, 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 blah. I try to draw a blueprint and let y'all know I cannot draw worth a hoot. But I did it like in a boxes type way. Wait a minute, is this it? Yeah. It's called Blueprint for Live Stream. I listed like be yourself. You got to list your keywords, find your niche, show and tell your brand, ask questions, tell your viewers what they like, what you like, what they don't like, blah, 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 blah. And that's the way I started out because I cannot draw. I need help how to draw. Like when you're doing, you're representing or demonstration of a blueprint, and it's in the terms of writing. I can't draw, but I get a lot of views on it, but nobody come in that day live on a lot of these. So I got to figure out something else on that note. Our 7-step system for growing to 1,000 subscribers and beyond. I done a video on that. But maybe I might even started too late or something on some of them videos. I'm trying to learn, like I said, the different time frames. When everybody's on, when they're not. When they can catch me. If they're subscribed to me, it shouldn't have no trouble them finding me as long as they click that bell. And they subscribe to me, they shouldn't have no trouble finding me. Part 8, the first plot and point. The midpoint. I mean, there's different sections on here. I did a lot of stuff on that. Using you versus YouTube. Sample sentences using you versus your YouTube. That was a title brand I did. Okie dokie dokie dokie. Alrighty then. There we go. That might be it. Like your vlog list tips. You have to write them down. Set up a routine. Pull out your phone, or you got that special fancy camera, or your laptop, or etc. desktop. Start practicing your video vlogs. Edit it. Review over it yourself before you publish it. That was my problem. When I first started out, I kept just making a bunch of things, and I had to worry about, publishing it before I went back and editing it, looking it over. Now I go back and look it over before I edit it. I don't just jump on so quick like I used to. Sometimes I do, but not like I used to on here. Like my playlist. I'm still working on my playlist. You never make a second impression. Your first impression is the one that always counts. So maybe my first impression wasn't that great. Maybe that's what it is. Got to get that first impression in there as well. And this is where I was at. Oops. But yeah, I've got the notes on there. And I just love my books. I love my Save the Cat Writes a Novel. Still on chapter 1. I ain't even got out of chapter 1 yet. Because there's so much things, it's like in sections. A lot of people, they get it and don't know what it's about. They'll get it and try to read it just in one full book. You'll be totally confused. It's not like that. It's not like a novel you read. It's like a manual that helps writers. It helps them figure out where they're at and where they're supposed to be in their certain writing point. That's what that book is. Leave your videos on your channel to let the viewers see them later. That is how your channel goes. Okay, so in other words, just because they don't view me live at that moment each time, I can still just leave them up and just go from there. I know I only deleted the ones that didn't do so well. The ones that was kind of foggy. Like, there's one of them I did. I think the first one this morning, it looked kind of bad even with this camera. I don't know what happened. I don't know if I was moving it too much or didn't get the position right, but it was very blurry. I had no choice but to delete that one. Y'all wouldn't be able to see me. I kept breaking up. The main things I was talking about, it's like it skipped me through the video. That was my internet. My internet was acting crazy. That's right. Practice makes patience. You're right. I'm very patient. Oh my gosh. All the videos I've done, over 180 something videos, I think that's showing I'm pretty patient. Let your videos get more viewers. Don't delete them off your channel. But you was explaining to me that on this Article 13 thing, if I don't have enough subscribers with such amount of time or something, I don't have 1,000 subscribers. I'm up to 40 right now. You're saying they're starting to take people's channel away. They're deleting it. The ones that ain't got the most growth or branding out there. I'm hoping they don't delete my channel because I'm really trying. So that don't mean they're actually going to take my channel off because I haven't reached 1,000 subscribers yet. My nerves were so tore up the other day. I was sitting there thinking, well, geez, I am wasting my time. If they're going to do that and not give me a chance, it takes time. It's very hard to do this. It's not easy. It takes practice. It takes a lot of editing, redoing. Like I said, sticking to your goals, your notes, having everything outlined, and all that. And I'm still working on my thumbnails. My thumbnails ain't the greatest, but Missy L told me that one I did was awesome. I did one from a app. It was Spark Post, and it was on Spring, and everybody seemed like they liked that. But that's not really what my brand's about. My channel ain't talking about spring or seasons. It's me being a writer. Want to become a better writer. So Let your videos get more viewers. Don't delete them off your channel. Okay. I've only deleted 10. There's still plenty up there. Y'all can go check it out. It should show it. If y'all got the TubeBuddy and the Video IQ, it shows how much videos I have total on there. Okay. I just knew I messed up, but the next ones I won't do. I felt within myself they wouldn't go nowhere. That's why I deleted that out. I've had some that's been up for 3-4 months, some a year. The one on my Apple Smart that I did outdoors, I did one outside. It took 3 months to get it. I think it's 16. Might be 18 views. I can't remember. I have to go back and look. But it took over several months before they decided to view it. But I know it takes time, like you said. It takes time. But I'm not giving up. I am not giving up because I am not a quitter. I'm a learner. I'm a doer. I'm a giver. And what's the other word? Practice makes perfect, and constantly practicing. Wait a minute, is there such thing? A practitioner? That ain't a word. I'm constantly practicing doing the videos. There we go. Y'all just overlook my silliness here. I have these moments sometimes. And this ain't helping me, dude. But hey, I'm doing good. I only had 2 cigarettes the whole day. From the time I woke up until now, this is my 2nd cigarette today. Woohoo! So if I gradually keep winning myself, keep my little mints, I got better ones now. My partner's son gave me some better mints where it don't burn my mouth up. These are way better. I like these. I keep them handy and that helps me. Because it's like I'm missing something. Got to keep something between my finger or something. And when I got that mint or I got my mind on what I'm snacking on or whatever, that helps me too sometimes. So, I saw that. I liked that outside video. You liked it? That's all, Lisa. What's all? Oh, you talking about all the videos. Just leave them all up the way they are. Even if it takes a few years for some people to come on there. Okay. But I just love going live stream. I wish more people come in, but if they don't, maybe that's just not my thing. Maybe I'm not that good as being a representative, representing my brand on my channel. So, okay. Well, thanks for the tips of that. Because there's one dude that's been on there forever. He's, I think, the creator of the Video IQ. I can't remember his name to save my life. But he's telling me, if you got videos put up and you don't see people coming in and staying in when you're live, or you don't get enough view growth, your views, he's sitting there saying that if it was him, he would delete it out and just start new. That's why I did that too. And he's got a lot of views. He's actually the creator, I think, of the Video IQ. I got that and TubeBuddy on here with my YouTube. Thank you, David. I appreciate the thumbs up on that. I'm trying. That's all I can do is try. If it don't work, like I said, I'll try something else that I like, that interests me. When we have money and it's saved up and we have enough saved and we go do some vacation travel, I do video travel vlogs. Since I just started learning about this live stream with this YouTube platform, I've not had a chance to really put any up. But when we do, and when I find out when we go on vacation, a trip, I'm going to make sure I'm going to put that into a video blog. A lot of people like to know when you go on vacations. They like for you to share the sightseeings and places maybe they never been before and share stuff like that. You like all my videos? You're not just saying that just because you're trying to help me. Because some people just say that because they feel sorry for that person. I'm not trying to judge. I'm just asking that question. I don't need pity. Do I need the tips? I need the feedback? Certainly. We all do to help us. Good deal. I bragged on you last night, David. Believe it or not, I bragged on you in front of my partner, in front of my brother-in-law and his son. And they was shocked because they didn't think, there's people tells people they gonna do this and do that, and it never happens. So, well, my bestie came through. He's not no liar. He was straight up. They're like, yeah, he was. That's a good friend right there. And they was like, they was amazed. They like, well, that was a good gift that he did that for you. And my brother-in-law made a comment, which he shouldn't have said that, kind of in front of him. He's like, now you're going to have people now, just hope you be aware, Jamie. That's his name, my partner's name. He says, you're going to get people who's going to come on there, and if they like her, even like how she looks, they're going to be flirting with her. But just rest assured, as long as she's not flirting back, there's nothing wrong with that. But he's like, don't be rude to them, because that's part of people still coming in your channel. I said, yeah, but they're stalkers. If they're being ugly or talking in a way they shouldn't talk to me, I'm going to ignore that person. Now, you get to know somebody, you're friends with them for a long time, and you're comfortable with them, that's different. You can cut up, flirt, have fun. There's nothing wrong with it. To a certain extent, there's nothing wrong. He's like, yeah, I understand. He don't have a jealous bone in his body. He's seen me sitting right beside me, chatting with you, talking to you. He might say, who's that? You got any audience on there? And I'll tell him, and he's cool with it. Most of all my exes in general relationship would get jealous. My first ex-husband, he wouldn't allow no cameras in his home where I could try to do a business. He didn't allow it. And I'm like, well, why are you buying computers with cameras on it then? If you're not using it, why do you buy them? You can buy laptops or computers that don't have the cameras with it. You can still record and upload to your phone, but just to make a statement, he was jealous. My second ex-husband was jealous. He was worse than my first ex-husband. They don't have nothing to worry about. I'm not doing nothing wrong. I've never flirted with any of y'all. I mean, have if I had, and if I got out of line, y'all put me in line. Friends do. Friends put each other into perspective the way they're supposed to be. So not true, okay? You're doing a great job. They will not touch your channel. So they won't touch my channel. As long as, because there's one thing both of y'all know. Now, I know your brother, Wayne, you haven't got to know me long, but from what you've been viewing and what your brother shared with you, you see that I'm very consistent. There's something I'm trying to do every week with my video. Whether it's grown to the type or not, you know I'm being consistent. Don't that help with your channel too? As long as I keep something, maybe sometimes I do 3 videos a week. I think I did them all a whole week last week. Just trying to find different things like that. Yeah, he's a decent guy. And I'm not trying to hide nothing. It wasn't, I wasn't trying to broadcast y'all, but just letting them know that I'm not trying to go in secret and just trying to talk to a bunch of guys. That's the way these jealous men think. Oh, she's getting on there to draw attention to see if guys will flirt with her or not. No, I don't dress that way. I don't provoke myself to make guys look at me in a evocative way. I try to dress nice on my videos. I try to be conservative. When you're my age, I mean, when I was younger, I'm not going to lie, I wore tank tops, and occasionally my rack would show sometimes, but you grow up, you get past all that. It's time to be a lady, act like a lady, and dress like a lady. That's what I do. I don't dress like no tramp. And I see a lot of videos, women in general, they got their business booming, and they wearing these low-cut shirts. They're wearing all this clown-looking makeup, and all I can see is all that paint. I don't really see them. I see the paint. And I'm learning that, it's okay to once in a while wear makeup. Just don't overdo it. And a lot of people do that. They think, oh, this is how you're going to get this guy. Oh, you're going to get views. You're going to be popping it. You're going to be growing because you're doing this, you're dressing like this. I look at it as you're gaining the wrong audience if you're doing that. But yeah, my guy, he's pretty cool. He jokes around. It's like if you heard a part of that from last night, I'm like, I'm sitting here waiting. I can't wait. I want to use my camera and I can't use it with y'all in here. I said, bump it. I got on there and cut it live anyway. Donald was, sitting in his ordinary seat there. He was outside doing something, my partner. Doing something, looking for something, a part he needed to take to work this morning with, because he was off work yesterday. He had to miss work in order to go handle things with his son, trying to get his birth certificate and all that set up because his mama won't give it to him. That's messed up. He's almost 17 and she won't give him a copy of his own birth certificate. This is stuff he has to have for when he gets a job or for school even. They got to have all that in school. And I didn't understand that. But anyway. But yeah, I was told, oh, show a little bit of skin. You got to put some of your skin out there. They think you just a plain Jane. They ain't going to want to view you. I'd ignore that. That's the negative people's trying to bring me down. I just ignored it. I ignore all that negativity crap. I don't need that. Oh, try putting up an Instagram. Oh, I was trying to do that. I don't know if it's the same from when I did the videos here. I share it on different platforms. My Reddit, or however you say that. Reddit. I have my own blog page. I have Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and Facebook. And it was another one. What was the name of it? Lisa's Blog 1 or something like that. I share it to all of my platforms. But when I was trying to create another account, because someone says you can do that, you want it to be separate from your personal account. I went to do that, but it didn't have a place where I can create it on there. I tried to do it on my computer and it didn't work. I don't know what I did wrong, but I wanted to create another account away from my personal account. Is that what you're talking about, Wayne? You're saying that you can upload videos that you've done from here and like post it on your Instagram or another created account and then put them up on the new account. Because I do a lot of blogs, I do vlogs, I do them too. And you should quit the smoking, I know. It is not good for you. It will kill you. Of course, I had family died from it. You want to be a writer, stop smoking. Exactly. Easier said than done. When you smoked for a few years in the past and quit, and then started back after losing a loved one, which was my mother's, what got me started back. And I've been smoking now since her death for 5 years. It makes it harder, the stuff they put into the cigarettes now. But the cigarettes I smoke, I roll them myself. I buy the bag of tobacco. It's supposed to be natural with no certain chemicals in it. But how do you truly know? Just because they tell you that on the bag don't mean it's true. They're all bad. I know that. Everything like that is bad. But I've been smoking a 5 years straight. But I'm doing good. I've only smoked 2 cigarettes a day. And I've been awake since 6:50 this morning. I woke up. I said, time to stay on up. If I go back to sleep now, I'm going to be restless the rest of the day. I've actually woke up kind of early this morning. A little bit earlier than usual. But I know what you're saying. I know it kills you. It's bad for you. It don't smell good on you. It makes you stink, in a sense. But I am working on that. I am. I'm trying to work on that. I want to quit. I want to take that bad habit, that stinking smell out of my life. I can breathe better. I can smell better. I can do my singings more better. Won't be short, out of breath if I can just put them down and never look at them again. But it's kind of hard when you got other people in your household that also smokes. He's not willing, I can say this, my partner's not willing to quit with me. Even though, because he's been smoking cigarettes since he was 10 years old as a child up to now. He says, you don't want me to quit. I become a blank hole. Nobody wants to be around me when I'm not smoking cigarettes. They will hate me. They don't want to be around me. So be it. You can't look at it like that. He should want to quit to help me at least, but he can't. He's so hooked on cigarettes. And being around it makes it hard on me. When I quit at the other area that I was living at, the other place I was staying at with my second ex-husband when I was still married to him, he quit smoking cigarettes. That's how I got to quit. He was willing to actually, that one good deed, good thing, he was willing to quit so I can quit. But my partner smoked so long he can't quit. And when I'm around it, it makes it hard for me. So it's not like I'm not trying to quit. How about one night when you got your dinner late and your partner made you laugh, you had to mute you had to mute the screen while you were eating? Yeah. Because they were talking about different things they didn't want y'all to hear. They were picking on me there, but yet they didn't want to at that time hear what they was saying. There was some kind of cussing and things like that. And y'all were very deep biblically on things, and which they're being themselves, but they don't know how what y'all would feel about it. So they didn't want to be judged, and they just private. Hello, silly mommy for life. Welcome to my channel. How you doing? I think I did go to your morning, I think it was you, video on how to give your babies the proper way of giving their medication, their medicine. I thought that was a great video, and I did leave you a comment on that. You all, whoever hasn't meet Silly Mommy for Life, meet Silly Mommy for Life. She's awesome. I don't think you met David's brother, the nameless T-shirt wearer, custom screen printing. Meet David's brother, Silly Mom for Life. Basically what I was talking about on this channel, because you missed it, of course, but you're here now. That's all that matters. You're here now. Is exercise and notes that I took on the way how to make my story worthy. If you was writing a story at like being a hero. And I listed 8 things. One was, who is the hero of your story? You got to figure out, if you're a writer, who the hero is. 2, what is their big problem? What is their flaws? If they have more than one, remember flaws start eternally. 3, how is the problem or flaw affecting your hero's life, the world? How is it affecting around them? 4, what is causing this problem or flaw? What is the shard of glass? I'm still working on that one. Got to get back and look that little part right there up. The shard of glass. 5, at the start of the novel, what does your hero want? What are you expecting from your hero? What is their goal? Has your hero set a certain goals? What do they think will fix their life? That's still part of 5. Number 6, how has your hero been actively pursuing this goal? Are they sticking with it? Are they going through a roadblock or a writer's block in some point in that step? And it's causing them not to be able to stick to that goal? Why haven't they achieved this goal yet? Is number 7. That falls under kind of number 6. If they got stuck in that roadblock in that certain point there. 8, what does your hero actually need? What is their life lesson? What are they about? What will really fix their life? That's number 8. This is kind of what the beginning of this brand of live streams about. And then my bestie and his brother coming in, trying to help me and give me insights and tips on things. And I love learning, you all. You just don't know. I love to learn. Even though it might take me a while to figure something out, I love learning. If you don't learn something, how you going to learn it? If you don't try, you don't practice, how you going to keep moving on with it? you need to finish setting up your Instagram. I'm doing good just doing laundry right now. Yeah, I did all mine yesterday. Started out Sunday and Monday. And go figure. I got my partner's and his son's laundry done. I go and get mine set up, hung out. The storm comes, and guess what happens? All my clothes get soaking wet. And I'm not really complaining, but it's kind of funny. I did their clothes, but nobody offered to go out there and help bring my clothes in. My clothes got wet, soaking wet. I had to go out there, rewash them. I had to do a double spin cycle with this newer machine that's kind of weird. I had to go back and throw them in a spin cycle and then hang them back up. But that's okay. I've gotten a lot of laundry done still. That's good. I mean, that's a part of goal. You're getting your chores out the way. So you can do things that you need to do. If it's from your videos or whatever you're doing, you want to make sure you get your chores, everything pretty much done. Oh, you have a lot of laundry to do. Oh, no. Okay, you got to finish your laundry too. So everybody's not ahead of everybody. Mine's actually done. Took me 2 days of doing, but it's finally done for now. But yeah. Do you ever write stories or anything, silly mommy? Do you keep a journal or a daily basis, like a log on things that you do every day? Yeah, nobody's perfect. Everybody has a certain time. I like to try to get most of my chores and like all my goals and all my tools and things I need before I go live. I like to try to get all that set up in the morning time. But I was told most people go in your live stream in the afternoon. Well, it's like I said, it's kind of hard to do it directly all in the afternoon because my partner's son gets in about 4. And this is his last week of school when he's out for spring break. Friday's his last week. They're usually out about a week before they go back. And usually he'll go fishing or he'll go work on his truck or something like that to give me time to do my videos. He's nice like that. Yeah, I'm filming another motivational laundry video. Awesome. That's cool. Nothing wrong with that. That is awesome. And I loved your video about how you was explaining, because a lot of parents, that's true, when they got infants or little small kids, they have to fight with them to try to get them to take their medication. And it's good to find other ways around it without it, stressing you out or stressing the child out. That's a good video on that. Yes, I journal and I write poetry as well. Awesome. I'm still writing poems and poetry. But here lately, and I do my poems and pieces like that. I do that on AP, myallpoetry.com. But lately, I've just been still working with my rough draft. It's taking a lot more to do than usual because it takes time. Outlining my characters, figuring out their flaws, what works for them, what doesn't. They make good friends on some of the characters I'm using. Some of them, they fell out. They lost a friendship. And people like reading things like that. I used to go live on my last channel. I go live whenever my kids are not so loud and whenever I feel like it. Awesome. It's your choice, or, when it's right for you, when you can do that. Sometimes there's things that prolong you where you can't always go live stream. Oh, you're welcome. I love your videos. If I don't answer right then, don't think I won't go back, because I go back people that subscribes me, that really tries to help my growth and help me on my channel, and just in general being the person they are. I like the attitude. I like the way you actually do your videos. It's excellent. You do a great job with it. And by watching your video vlogs, it's inspiring me. It's keeping me to push on and keep going, to keep moving on forward and not worry about too much of the negativities. You're going to go through that. You're going to have some kind of rude comments just because that person can leave a rude comment. That's going to happen. You just have to move on and roll with them punches. And that's what I'm doing. I'm rolling with it. But you are very welcome on that. And I appreciate you coming to my live stream, catching me. Once again, when I'm trying to put it in to set it up in the schedule, it's pulling up the wrong brand. It's like it's typing something else in that I did like a week ago. So I have to erase it out, I have to redo over, but I'm trying to find ways to make sure y'all don't miss it. And make sure you hit that bell. If you subscribe me, click on that bell there so that'll help you find more of my videos and whatnots when to come. Have you read any poetry lately, David? Have you done any writing poetry lately, or just the music right now? I know my bestie, and you all know he sent me a camera, and I was so excited that I got it yesterday, and it just amazed me how quick it come through the mail. It only took 3 days to get here, and I'm using it. I'm doing live stream on my camera now, and it's a major difference. It's much clearer. I can move it around to a certain extent, but I have to know more about it, to work with it, to know more about it, and I'm loving it. He wrote me a nice song to me, some things I went through, and it was a very good piece, and I think I'm going to put that in a frame. And for now, I got it stored in a safe place in my journal right now because I don't want it to get bent or messed up. When people send me like fan mail, I love to get fan mail from people that subscribe my channel, people that can relate to my brands of being a writer, or just in order getting familiar with each other. I love fan mail. I love email. And I keep all my mail. I keep all my cards, all my letters. I used to get them years ago. But like I said, with the moving process, they get gone. They get scattered from one end, from boxing something up to the next end. They get gone. It just happens. You're welcome. A week to write that song. It took you a week to write that? Oh, wow. So that's a little bit different than just ordinary writing like a poem. It actually takes time writing a certain song. But I loved every bit of it. Just, it speaks to me. When you get the time, I want to see if you can do this for me, David. Just when you get the times, I know you're busy. I want you on my pieces, when you get a chance to go back to all poetry, pick out the one poem that you think is your favorite, the most favorite that shows the emotion, of what you're looking for in that writing. And I want you to write a song about that one piece that you find that's the most one that you like. And you can send it to me in an email, because I know it costs a lot with the stamps and all that, constantly sending things to the mail. But I'm honest, I like getting letters, fan mails, getting songs. I enjoy that. To me, that's another way of collaborating with people you subscribe to. So, just, some people can't always just be on there, the whole time on your live stream. They got things they got to do. And I understand that. But a lot of people get offended with, she wouldn't know, but it's showing a minute in my video and she just left. You're going to have people come in like that. It comes and goes. You just keep trying and, do the best you can. Yeah, do that. I'd rather it come to the mail, actually, because I like to keep note of things that people do for me. They send for me. And I'm going to write you back. I got to get my stamps and all that. But I want to send something back to you, a piece that I wrote. I got to looking through my other notes because it's not in my newest pieces. It's something I wrote a while back, probably maybe 4 or 5 years ago. And I want to write it out and send you a copy of it. And you're going to be my, what's the word? My judge, my mentor, because you're used to writing songs and you've probably been more experienced writer in general. Even I've been writing off and on since I was 10 years old. But this live stream thing, I've only been doing for 4 months, you guys. 4 months. I've been a subscriber, a member to YouTube since May of 2015. So, I like learning and trying different things. I'm not quitting. Maybe I confused some people when I said, because I got frustrated, let me tell you, Miss Mommy, silly Mommy. Friday on one of my videos, nobody didn't come in. And it was a perfect brand, perfect subject, everything. Everything lined up for people to come in. Nobody come in. It was zero. So I said, well, people ain't going to come in. I'm just going to quit going live for a while and just do the uploading videos. Well, by saying that, that was telling me I was giving up. I said, nope. I went back and did another. No, I ain't going to quit this. This is trying to get me pushed out of the picture. I'm going to keep going. I deleted that video and I put another one up. But that other one I did behind that one was very fuzzy. It was blurred. I guess I didn't have the camera situated right. It was kind of blurred. So I said, nope, I'm going to keep doing it. Something's going to work. Something's going to pop out. Something's going to work eventually. Yeah, send that to me through my mail. My hubby bought me a laptop. I'm so excited. Oh, good. You finally got you a laptop. All right, girl. To use it. I haven't used it yet. My sister set it up for me yesterday. Awesome. All right. Way to go, silly mommy. Give you a shout out for your laptop. That's good to have them. You can do more things with it. Everybody's telling me to get a desktop. I want an Apple desktop, one of the bigger monitors, but I'm working on getting the funds. I got a little bit saved up halfway. I got to get the other half. And when I do, maybe eventually I'll get that. But I like the laptops because you can carry them around. You're going to visit family and you want to show them what you're doing and get them into the live streaming. You got to show and tell. You got to be able to carry it and show them what you're doing. A desktop, you're stuck right there with it. You can't carry it nowhere. But yeah, there's more features. You got more space. Of course, you got more memory, more RAM, and all that kind of thing on there. But I like carrying my laptop. I'm not going to quit, I promise, because I said that. When people that quits and the ones that got familiar with and gotten attached and got to enjoy their video, even if it ain't but 1 or 2 or 3 people, are still showing some engagement. I would like more. Instead of seeing just 2 or 3, I like to see maybe 20 people come in here. I need help. I need people tagging me. I'm still learning about this tagging video. I ain't quite got that down pat, how to tag somebody into your live stream. That was something else I was trying to look for in my notes. I figured out. Thank you, David. You kind of made that come back to my memory. I'm not going to quit live streaming. I'm going to keep doing it. Because they say the more you do that, also, the more you're consistent. Any views you get, it's going to still help enhance your channel. So I'm not going to quit. You probably will miss my videos. What you mean you just kidding? It probably will make you feel kind of sad. I mean, those that's actually been sticking with me so far with it knows that I try to be consistent. Every week with my videos, I try to stay consistent with them. And it's not easy. It might be a day I might miss out and can't do it. It might be my power's out due to a storm. I could have had a family emergency. It can be different things. But when I do come back and live stream, I do let people know why such and such I didn't do a video that day. I make sure I let people know that's witness that's getting to know me for my channel knows the reason why I didn't show up or did a live stream that day. I make sure I keep y'all in the loop and not in the dark. It's not good to keep you in the dark. Oh, I hope you would be sad kind of day if I didn't do it. If you wouldn't kind of sad, it makes me think you never really liked my videos. So, I want people to be happy on my channel. I act silly. There's been some silly moments. Let me ask you this, silly mommy. Has your sister or do you know from other people that you're subscribed to, do you know how to tag others, like while they're going live? Do you know how to tag their channel while they're going live? Do you know how to do that yet? There's nothing wrong with being funny. I think that's awesome. I'm just so excited. Her hubby bought her a laptop. That's so sweet. And what kind of laptop do you have, silly mama? Is it a HP, a Asus, Windows 10, a MacBook? I'm amazed. I love it when other people share their packaging. Kim Chance, if you ever watch her videos, when she orders books from different new authors, she sits there, she goes on live and shares her package, what she's got, who this author is, if she's ever heard of this author, if she didn't heard of it. She makes videos on that. Some of her vlogging live, she does that as well. So, I mean, it's what your niche is, what your brand is. And make sure you keep your goals and notes. That's important. If you don't take notes, you will be lost, confused, and your audience will be confused and lost as well. So, yeah, I would like to have that through the mail. When you get a chance, just pick out that certain piece. I got a bunches of them. You might have to just skip around a little bit. Or just when you get time, David, just look and figure out that best piece of my work. And I want you to write a song. Put it into a song. And I want to see how you take that piece of poetry or that writing of mine and put that into a song. You have my permission to do it. And I want to get tips to see how you do that. If I can write stories, I done finished a rough draft of my book. Why is it so hard to put it into a song? Why is that so hard to put that into a song? I want some of my pieces to be in music because they're all emotional. It's everything in me that I put in motion with that certain piece that I'm writing about. And I want to make sure that I get those pieces in there. This is something I know this ain't got nothing to do with this video, but I just happened to look at it. My daughter, 13-year-old, happened to write the notes down when she was helping me with the clause or cause and effect or the clause and effect, and she took notes. She put like independent clause is a clause that stands by itself and is perfect and does not need anything added to it. I done a video a couple months ago about this, and it was hilarious because in part of the piece that I was putting in, it didn't need no clause to it, and I was trying to add something that didn't need to be in there when I was doing the tutoring of it. And it's got like, you don't need to add anything to it. X, my dog needed to pee this morning, so he took him outside. The sentence makes sense because he told what he was going to do with his dog that morning. And she took notes, and look at her handwriting, you all. Her handwriting in print is much neater than mine. She was doing an example that helping me with the cause and effect, the clause, and things like that. She was helping me on one of the weekends a while back, and she's got very neat handwriting. If the sentence doesn't make sense, the sentence needs more detail. It needs more explanation of why she lost her job. You do a story about somebody losing their job. And she wrote it in example form, and I use this strategy, her notes right here, to help me when I'm starting to add something that shouldn't fit there. It's like a guideline in my notes from her notes, and it's amazing the stuff that they're learning. It's totally different from what we learned. We're more old school. We're older. They're changing everything around the way they're teaching our kids now. And I'm trying to catch up and get on their level. And I'm noticing I'm not quite on her level, what she's learning yet. So I'm having to learn the curriculum the way they're learning. And it's very difficult. I will work on it, Lisa. I will put 4 different poems in one song. Wow. You can put 4 different ones into one. Now you're going to have to put tips in there along with that and write down the tips on how you do that. That's exciting. I'm serious. I want to know how to put some of my pieces into a song, and I'm stuck. I tried on one of them, and I think it was called let me think. I know it, just can't think. There's so many I've done on that site. So many of my pieces I've done. And if you would like to, Silly Mommy for Life, you can sign up on allpoetry.com. Sign up, and you find me and David White. You follow us or whatever. We can help you out and get you familiar with that site. It's a lot of people. It's like a writer's family. Everybody loves on each other on there. They help each other out. They give each other tips. There's some that tells you if a certain place or word shouldn't be there. They try to help you. I mean, they're really good people. It's like good family there. I've been on there a few years, like 3 years now. And I love that site. That's one of the most places I go and do my writings on. Yeah, David the Dragon is a name. Thank you for that. This is just your real name on that. David the Dragon is his name. And they got a lot of people on there that really, when I read some of their pieces, it's so emotional. And it helps give ideas. It helps me to show a little bit more of my emotion side. A lot of people don't like showing their emotion side. That would be awesome. That will help you more on your writing, your poems. And I'm Sexy Blonde 124. You find me, Sexy Blonde 124. And we'll be glad, unless my bestie, David, is more introducing than I am, because he has been on this site a little bit longer than me, but I have been on there for about 3 years now. And he can probably help you out and get you more familiar. Or either one. It's either or. I know you know that. But when I first come on there and signed up for that site, I was nervous all get out. Ooh, what kind of taste does these writers have? Are they just writers? Are they just bloggers? Or does any of them write music? And lo and behold, I found one that writes music. So I can be learning that and tips from that from him. But yeah, just keep sticking with your videos. And when you learn more how to use your laptop, that'll help you out too. And you can actually see when people come in and you're going live. It shows once they come in, they speak and comment, shows who's coming in. Like on mine, I think that is just awesome. If you have anybody, just writers that does videos like we're doing, you can feel free to do a shout out and mention me maybe in one of your videos and send them to my channel. And I'll do the same for you all. For those that's new, those that's not new, just got to see enough of my channels. You all see how consistent I am. If you like this video, feel free to give the thumbs up when you come in, if you catch me live, or still give me a thumbs up when you do finally view it. And if it's helped you out on these 8 notes that I took on ways on how to find out the personality of your hero or character, feel free to comment. If you're stuck on how to list and how to figure out your character, leave a comment below. And we'll get to the bottom of this. We will get to the bottom of this together. Don't stop. Don't give up because you go through a stuck pause point in your writing. Keep going with it. Keep writing. If you get a timer, set a timer. Say write for 15 minutes a day. If you keep that in order and you write 15 minutes a day, your writing is going to improve. Your thoughts going to come together. It's going to come smoother. Then your story and all that, or your poems, is going to come together. And it's called, you have to find your niche. Whatever niche works for you. Whatever your passion is. If it's poems, if it's doing everyday video blog with your kids, stick to it. Don't quit. I have kids. I'm a mother. I love watching videos on people sharing their day-to-day things with their life, with their children. A lot of people don't want to share that, but I love that. Thank you. Sometimes I don't smile, get on here and I'll be like, why ain't this working? Okay, what mistake did I do wrong today? Let's list them. And I'll be thinking, okay, I don't see the mistake, but somebody else might see it. And I tell them, help me. Help me to overcome and help my channel grow. List some things that I can do to better myself and my channel. No comments. But except from David the Dragon and his brother. They help me. And you do try to help me too, silly mommy, every chance you get. You give me some tips and ideas. I'm not leaving you out. Those that's in here now has worked with me, and it's a blessing. I want to give thumbs up to all 3 of y'all. Y'all do try to work with me. Y'all try to help me. It's not that y'all don't. Y'all do. And this is just the way I am. Sometimes I might have a brand ready to go, but I might not even talk about that brand. I'll get on here and just start having discussions to start off. I'm trying to make people be comfortable when they come in. Sometimes they're nervous, or what is she about? Some of them just take a peek. They walk out. Okay, hey, how you doing? Come back. And I wait till the next person comes in. They might come in, or it'll be just straight 0. It's not that like I'm not trying. It's just maybe it don't fit to their criteria. It don't fit their interests. It's got your videos and brands. It's got to fit what other people are interested in. For example, gamers, bloggers, blogs with a V. Those channels, if you type that in your key search, you type it in, look at all the views and everything that's going with those I named out. They're crushing their channel. And I just want to crush mine more. Not to copy theirs, but to benefit my channel. To benefit with you all viewers. That's the only way you're going to grow. You got to smile. Even though there's days that, it's going downhill, you got to try to put that smile on so you don't drag the other people. They might not have so much a good day. If you're frowning, you're going to lie, you're talking about it. It's like what I call sharing your certain moods. If your mood is not in the proper place, they're going to read off of it, They're going to feed off of that. They're going to feed in that negative energy. And you don't want to share negative energy with your videos either. It's okay to share, this day is not so good. But you don't want to harp on it. You want to find ways to make that day better and just keep pushing forward. It's things like that I'm working with back and forth. Thank you. I appreciate that, David. Y'all are really, really working with me. And I don't know what to say because to be honest, and I am going to be honest about this. I mean, some of my channels that you all first seen when I went live hasn't been the greatest, but it's just knowing that I took the guts, I got the nerve, I got on here and I did it. I got on here and I actually did it. I did my first live stream video. That's the making that step. If you don't make that first step, which follows overcoming your fear, that's like fears with your camera. Fears are worried about what people saying when they're watching you. It ain't going to do that great. I'm learning to overcome my fear. I'm feeling more confident when I'm going right now live stream. I'm not all choked up. What am I going to say? Oh, God, what is he thinking? Oh, they're laughing at me. They're making fun of me in this video. Who cares? I'm doing what I feels compassion to me. Yes, it doesn't matter what your audience thinks. What you're doing, your channel is your channel alone. You're the creator. So you should be able to talk about what you want on your channel, discuss whatever niche you're doing on your channel, what branding you're trying to advertise, as long as it fits the YouTube guidelines. So far, still, no strikes on my channel. Yay for that. Yay. No strikes. That means good. No strikes, right? Good. Give yourself on the pat of the back if y'all ain't got no stripes on your channel. That's a good thing. There's a lot of people that are crushing their videos, and a few of them has had some strikes. They actually took some of their video brand down and had to go back and remake it. So it happens time to time. Even the ones that's actually growing, it's actually doing really good. They're really crushing their videos. But I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep walking that line. Somewhere, I don't know which brand or which video is going to work. Something's going to work, and it's going to draw more of my audience in. I believe that with all my heart. It might not be today. It might not be this week. It might be 2 months from now, say from this video here. But eventually, it's going to start growing more. And no, I'm not crying. I'm just wiping my eyes. With these allergies that I'm got going through, the pollen is so bad right now. This month, it's horrible. My eyes water from time to time. And it happens. And we all, if you have allergies, those that ain't so bad, it's like when you get older, they get worse. They're like, oh, that ain't true. It is true. Because when I was a kid, I didn't have hardly no allergy problems. Now, I deal with it. And it's aggravating. It makes you miserable. That's exactly right. I've done the best I can. That's all you can do. If you don't do the best you can do, and you just quit and give up, you're not really showing that you really push that drive into what you're doing. Don't ever give up. And if it's live streaming, a lot of people just prefer just to do uploads. If it's live stream like I'm doing, continue trying it. Keep doing it. Somebody's going to come on your live stream. There's going to be people out there that's going to support you. I'm show and tell. I got 3 people right now. No, it's not a big group live chat audience. It's still a start. It's showing engagement, enhancement. So, I'm excited about that. And I just love my camera. I love it, love it, love it. I love it. So, y'all know I don't have no bad feedbacks for it. It's awesome. Oh, and silly mama, this is the journal. I don't think I even showed it to you. I might have. Go back one. I skipped the page. Too many. It's this one right here. This is the page that I was working on my notes this morning. This is a journal right here that I use to do all my brands and everything in. I bought it at City Trends for $2. If you have a City Trends store in your hometown, you can buy these fairly reasonable price. I paid $2 for it. These are all the notes and things I took before I even come on here live. And it's like half a page or 2 pages long. And show and tell. I take notes. If I don't have notes and my goals set down, or actually what I'm thinking about doing for that video, you can hang it up. You're going to be like all confused, get out. I also have this journal I think I showed to you. It's called Hello, and I was asking my bestie some tips and ideas. What can I write about to put in here? Because the name of this journal is Hello. Am I going to write something that's going to say Hello for a title? Because the name of it is Hello. And it's pretty big. It's pretty thick. Smaller than my other journal. And it looks like this when you open it up. This one costs a little bit more. Actually, this one was $9. The red one like this, which I wrote in, was $7. I bought these. These come from Walmart. This one was $9. The red one was $7. And the pages look like that. Can you imagine how much writing you can do with this one journal? Oh my goodness, it's so thick. And it's got a lot of space. If you want to skip certain lines, you're allowed to do that with this one. And it's, let me see, 336 pages. It looks like it's more than that because it's so thick. I like the way it's made. And it says hello on there. Don't it fit me perfect? I'm just cutting it. Yeah, I have it in me. Hello. Just want to say I love you all for taking the time to share this live stream with me, to giving me the benefit of doubt, even though it might not be what you're interested in. But still, as a friend, you're showing your love support, and I will do the same for you all. And as I said, if you like this video, feel free to give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions or tips that I know and what I'm learning to know, feel free to comment and ask me below. And you've seen enough of my videos. You know, week after week, I'm consistent with my videos. Feel free to hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to click on that bell so you don't miss more videos to come. Well, you all have a great Tuesday. God bless. Do something uplifting to someone. They might have a bad day. A few kind words goes a long way for that person. And if it's writing you love to do, stick to your writing, and let's get back to it. Let's get back to the writing, y'all. Take care. Bye now. Goodbye, David. Goodbye, David's brother. And Silly Mommy, I hope you have a great day, and stay true to your goals and dreams, and just keep moving on. You'll get good at it. I promise you. Hugs to you all. Bye now.